You guys are in my way. Excuse me.
Hi, my name is Vanessa, and today I want to talk about what van life community feels like from an outsider's perspective. I've been on the road for 6 years as of this month, and I've lived in cars and SUVs and vans, and now I live in a gigantic 30-foot mansion. And most of my nomadic life has been lived in isolation. I've got my 2 dogs, I've got a few friends that I see a few times a year, and I've got this wonderful online community. In this entire life, I've felt complete, but there was always something missing. I never found that tribe feeling that everybody was talking about. And it was completely my own fault. I grew up in a situation where I was perpetually the new kid, and I never learned how to make those long-term connections with strangers. I always had to have that person to introduce me to somebody that they knew. And I never branched out because gatherings are really scary to a semi-hermit. I know plenty of people who can walk up to a fire and start a conversation with a complete stranger, but I personally need that little push. So when I met my partner, I simultaneously found my person and that person. We've been hanging out at this Vansgiving gathering for a bit now, and it's been a wonderful experience. I'm actually getting a little bit of van life culture shock. There are multiple daily events that everybody's invited to, everything from women's and men's support groups to DIY pizza nights, yoga, aerial classes, and raves. People even invite everybody to enjoy the food that they made. Total strangers, like, hey, I made cocoa, have some, it's at the fire. And anybody's invited to just bring their cup and enjoy some. Everybody here is so welcoming, and I'm not even talking about my own neighborhood. That is an entirely different type of experience. So everybody here has their own little subgroups. Mine has like 9 or so rigs, and we all just hang out. Primarily in front of the mothership Destiny, which is so aptly named. It feels like the heart of our little community, and there's this outdoor kitchen where we all take turns cooking for each other. There's a fire pit where we hang out every night. They've even been using one of the vans for a projector screen. And for the first time, I feel like I'm home. I'm in this big family that cares about me, and not because they biologically have to. I feel wanted, and I feel valued as a person, and I feel welcome. Because there's this really big difference. Somebody could tell you that they want you and really not show it, but the energy that you put in and it's reciprocated, you get that back from them, where they just cherish your company and cherish you being there. It feels so good. And this whole gathering has been a really big eye-opening experience for me. And when Lincoln first brought up the idea of spending our first big food holiday with a group of people like us, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't expect this, that's for sure. I think I just expected like people not mingling, definitely not as intimate as it's been here. I didn't expect to be so close to people. And it's weird because for the first time in this life, I feel normal. I don't feel like the odd person that lives in her car and showers in public spaces and has this odd, unpredictable, weird life. I feel normal. For the first time in my life, I feel normal. Because we're all different, but we somehow understand each other on this deep level. We all share the same passion for adventure and the same insatiable thirst for life. The differences aren't really core value differences. Hobbies, passion, travel styles, and jobs, that's just what makes us unique. And it is such an amazing feeling to find the place that you didn't even know you were dreaming of. And then there's my dogs. For the first 5 years of Bryce's life, it was just us. I have a few friends with dogs, and that's where he got his socialization, but he was never a dog person because he was never consistently around them. But at gatherings, the dogs run loose and mingle, and Bryce's standoffishness has almost completely disappeared. He's got like 200 people to hang out with and convince to throw the ball, and Paco, he likes to go on walkabout and stray too far from our camp, so he's got a new collar with a GPS tracker on it, but he's having the time of his life as well. I honestly had no idea that they were missing out on so much right along with me. Looking back on this whole experience, I'm kind of kicking myself for not just going to one. Now, don't get me wrong, I love how the events played out. Live a life of self-discovery, meet the man of my dreams, fall in love, experience a community with him. But I endured so much loneliness to avoid the brief discomfort of being social on my own. I missed 1 million experiences that could have been shared with a group of people that chose me. So I guess to wrap this all up, if you're thinking about going to a van life gathering, just go. Because there are so many people that are chomping at the bit to help you with any problem that you have regarding your van, regarding your house. And they're all just so welcoming, and you will find the place that you belong, and your circle will grow around you, and they will accept you with open arms. And it will be the best experience, or it'll just be an experience. Either way, It's a lot less scary than you think it is. I'll talk to you later. Okay, love you, bye.